All right, so what we've done so far is we've basically, what I would call, hard-coded some of the design. Now, generally with WordPress sites, you don't want to hard code the design overall because then it doesn't allow the user to, change it themselves and to make it applicable to whatever it is that they're making. So you want to try and leave it as loose enough that they can add their own things. Now, obviously, we're making our own theme, so you could totally hard code it because you know what you're doing and you would write your own. That's really the whole advantage of it, right? But if you were making it for other people, you would want to be able to have them be able to change the settings and such. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so they can change the colors of the site. So the background and the colors of things, the text color, you'll see. So we're going to do that. In order to make that work, what we're going to do is utilize the customize button, right? So you'll remember, let's go ahead and go in here, and I'm actually going to go to the admin this time, not just the site itself, and we're going to log in. So that's VCP. Don't tell anyone. It's our secret. And then we'll just go back to the front of the page. So obviously, normally make most of our stuff on the back end, right? That's what we call the back end. But if we want to work on the front end, right? Usually there's this option here for customize. And there are, different options in here. And we already played around where we added the ability to add a logo, right? We did that in a previous one. But what I want to do is have a section where I can go ahead and apply colors to my parts here, okay? And that's what we're basically going to do. So first off, what I'm going to do is make it so I can just change the background color, because that's relatively easy in the grand scheme of things. So what we're going to do is on my functions here, we're going to go ahead and go to my functions, and then we're going to go to my features, and right underneath where it says register nav menu, right underneath that, let's go ahead and we're going to do add underscore theme underscore support with 2 O's, support. And there's a bunch of different options. If you look up add theme support, you'll see there's other things we can add in there. And we're just going to go and do custom background, okay? And then put a semicolon. And that's it. Go ahead and save that. This one's like a freebie. Hit refresh, and you're going to see color is going to pop open over here. It's going to add a new section, colors. Click on that, and you can see background color. And now if you click on it, you can choose whatever you want the background color to be. And so you can see what I was talking about when we did the light and the dark. So this might need some further adjustment. I was just trying to make it so that the color would bleed through it. Yeah, so, right. So that's what it allows us to do. I'm going to hit publish so it actually executes it. But that's how it works. All right. Now, I want to make some more. That's the only one we get for free. If we want to add more of them, we're going to have to do more things to it. So I want this. The way that the customize is set up is that if you've ever used any other sites, you'll notice that some of them, other themes, some of them have custom panels. They'll have multiple panels and they're customized, and they have all these features and things on them. The way that the system works is that you can create your own panels like this, and then you can create your own sections like these, okay? It's like this section. And then you can create your own controllers, which is what this is. And then the controller can adjust a setting, which is what this would be, okay? And then you can use that setting and apply it to your site. And that's how it functions. Now, what we're going to do is we are not going to make a panel. We're not going to make a section. The only thing we're going to do is make controllers, and we're going to add them to this area of the colors because that just makes sense. It's already in here now because we did the other thing. We're going to add it into here, and then we're also going to add settings, and we're going to use those settings and apply it here. So the first thing we're going to do is actually make the settings, and all the settings really are just variables that we can change and pass from the customize menu to our actual website. Okay, so let's go ahead and get at doing that. So we're going to make our own, we're going to make a new custom function. So this is the part that's going to be a little more work. Okay, so what I want you to do is write function, and then we're going to, oops, I don't know why I put that there. Function, we're going to call it, it just needs to be a unique name. I'm going to call it function my customizer underscore color picker. Okay. And then what it's going to, the variable that we're going to be passing along here is going to be the WP underscore customize. WP customize. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then go ahead and go like that. And then we're going to need to run it at the end like we always do. We need to add the hook, right? So we're going to add a hook and we're going to do add action, an action hook, right? The other option is add filter. We haven't used any of those, but it's another thing to be done. And we want to add it to the, I'm sorry, we need to give it a custom name, customize, this is where we need to add it. We want to add it to the register. And then the name of it's going to be what we're sending it is the name up here, whatever this thing's called. I'm just going to copy it. It's a little bit easier. Control C, Control V, instead of writing it out. Okay. And then just semicolon. And that's basically going to tell it to run when we register the customized stuff. Okay. And then we need to put in here is we're going to put in all the things that are going to make our customized panel that's going to go inside of the customize. So the very first thing I want to do is just add settings. So it's a good idea just to, so we'll do settings, 2 forward slashes, just to kind of label things as we go. And we will go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to stuff all of these settings into this variable that we made. And we know it's a variable, if you remember, because it's got the little money symbol there. Okay. So, money symbol, WP customize, and we're going to go ahead and stuff in it, add underscore a setting to it, and the setting we're going to add is going to be my underscore, underscore primary underscore color, okay, and then from that is going to be an array, like so, and then let's enter. Okay, so inside of this array that we're gonna call my primary color, we're gonna go ahead and just set the default color for it. So default, okay, and the value I'm gonna give it is going to be whatever you want it to be. So in my case, I just I looked up and I think I just did gray tones. I can't remember. So boom, and then it was, how many is it? It should be 1, 2, should be 6, shouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I'm just gonna give it that hex code, do a comma, and let's see, doink, and then I just need a semicolon on the end. Okay. So that is, let me see, I just want to make sure I wrote that right. Oops. That is the basic setting. So this one's going to be for primary color. So I need to make one of these settings for each one of the colors I want to be able to pass. So you're going to have to do everything like a bunch of times, depending on how many times you want to do it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, Control C, enter, Control V, enter, Control V, enter, Control V. How many do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Add setting. And this one, I'm going to call my secondary color, and this one I'll call my accent color, and you can, do whatever you want with these. And I'm just going to do my text color. I'm adding my text color because I want to be able to, like, if I choose a bunch of bright colors, I'm going to need like dark colors, and if I do a bunch of dark colors for my colors, then I'm going to need to do light color for my text. So that's why I need to kind of specifically put those in there. And then I'm just going to set up the defaults. And this is actually what your site's going to, lowercase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did 6. What your website's defaults are going to be when they would use this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be all ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. And we'll just do that. I'm just going to save it. And this isn't going to do anything. I'm only saving it just to make sure that it didn't break anything. That's really all I'm looking, and we'll wait. And it looks like it's fine. Just anytime, even if you know it's not going to do anything, just save it, because you might, as you probably have noticed in this, you might write incorrect things, and you just want to make sure that you don't, you want to find the errors now before you write a whole bunch of code, because then you're not going to know where it is. It does tell you, or it tries to tell you where the error is, but it's not always super helpful. So We now have settings, and these are basically how we're going to pass from here to the page. We're going to be able to generate CSS using this customize variable that we made.